Jessie Burlingame is a quiet, intelligent woman stuck in a marriage that has gradually lost its spark. On the surface, her life seems stable, but deep down, she feels emotionally distant, especially from her husband Gerald, whose desires now make her uneasy. One weekend, Gerald persuades Jessie to visit a secluded lake house, hoping to revive their relationship. At first, everything feels calm, but there's an unsettling tension in the air, like something isn't right. In the bedroom, Gerald suggests trying something new. He handcuffs Jessie to the bed as part of a roleplay fantasy. Jessie hesitates but agrees, hoping it might fix their broken connection. As things escalate, Jessie becomes overwhelmed and asks him to stop. Instead of listening, Gerald grows more aggressive, brushing off her discomfort as part of the game. Jessie realizes her mistake, but it's too late. She's completely restrained. Suddenly, during the argument, Gerald collapses from a heart attack. Just like that, he's gone, leaving Jessie handcuffed to the bed, alone in the isolated house with no escape. At first, Jessie tries to stay calm, calling out for help, hoping someone might hear her, but the house is too remote. Panic slowly sets in as reality hits. No one is coming. As hours pass, her mind begins to crack under pressure. She starts hallucinating, seeing Gerald sitting in the room, talking as if nothing happened. But this version of him is cruel, constantly taunting her and reminding her of her helplessness. Soon, another voice appears, a stronger version of Jessie herself. This inner voice pushes her to survive, forcing her to confront painful truths she has long ignored. Night falls, and things get worse. A stray dog enters the house, drawn by the smell of Gerald's body. Jessie watches in horror as it begins feeding on his corpse, unable to stop it or even look away. Dehydration and exhaustion take over. Jessie desperately tries to reach a glass of water on the floor, stretching to her limit, but she fails every time. Each attempt drains what little strength she has left. As she drifts in and out of consciousness, Jessie relives a traumatic childhood memory, a day at the lake with her father that turned dark. The memory exposes a buried truth, explaining why she has struggled with silence and control her entire life. Back in the present, Jessie realizes survival isn't just about escaping the cuffs. It's about confronting the past she has avoided for years. Another night comes, and she began seeing a terrifying figure in the shadows, a tall, silent man with glowing eye watching her. She calls him the Moonlight Man, unsure if he's real or just another hallucination. Terrified but desperate, Jessie finally forms a plan. Remembering something Gerald once said, she decides to use extreme pain to escape. With nothing left to lose, she forces her hand through the cuff by tearing her own skin. It's brutal and agonizing, but she refuses to stop. After what feels like forever, she finally breaks free. Weak, bleeding, and barely conscious, Jessie reaches her car and escapes. She collapses on the road and is eventually rescued. Months later, Jessie is alive, but changed. She begins rebuilding her life, confronting her past and taking control of her future. But one question still lingers: was the Moonlight Man real? Determined to know the truth, Jessie tracks him down and discovers he wasn't just a hallucination. He was a real serial killer who had been watching her that night. In a final moment of courage, Jessie faces him in court, no longer afraid. This time, she isn't the helpless woman tied to a bed. She's someone who has taken her power back. And as she walks away, one thing is clear: Jessie didn't just survive the game, she ended it.